It's getting hard out here for these ladies.
Fighting for fairness, one dad at a time.
What's up, guys? Kevin Parkinson back with another episode of Father's Wing. Don't spit on the police. You're gonna be a dad one day. Make sure you raise your daughter so they don't find themselves in positions like this. And you, as a man, understand the caliber of human being that you're dealing with.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hi, where's the female?
She's on the second floor at the moment, but the guy that she's with is bringing her stuff down.
Okay, what does she look like?
She's a black female with short blonde-ish.
Okay, so it looks like the hotel employee is dusting up, sweeping up soil from a flower pot. So very interested to see
Hair. The male is a taller blonde male with a fake Louis Vuitton sweater on.
Female, but how short is she?
Did they say a fake Louis Vuitton sweater? And Hana knew.
Probably like an inch or two taller than me.
Okay, so is she younger, older?
She's probably in her early 20s.
Went up to the second floor? How's it going, sir? I'm Officer Prince Lagrange. I understand something just happened here.
So she had a little front hair. You probably won't mind.
Yeah, can we just...
I'm not trying to be petty, but is it a fake Louis Vuitton sweater? You guys let me know in the comments.
Get your idea real quick.
I'm trying to find a valuable solution. What I could do is take her to another hotel, get her room, let her rest. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just try to make sure the situation is straight. But she got drunk.
So, I guess what caused all of this?
That's very interesting. He said I could take her to another hotel, let her rest. We don't know a lot of things. We don't know if this is his wife. We don't know if this is his girlfriend. We don't know if this is just some random person who he met. We have no idea why he's there. So I'm assuming the police are about to question him and try to figure out as quickly as possible, what is your relation to this woman? And the best thing he can do is just answer truthfully. So let's see what happens.
I just understand you said you're trying to resolution to the situation to move hotels, but what was the issue? What was the issue? Like between you two?
I ain't got no issue. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, so then what was her?
I don't want to put nobody in jail or make no accusations or anything. You know what I mean? I also don't want to decline to get a statement about nothing. I know anything that I say obviously will be used against a person. You know what I mean? I'm not no goofy, so I'm just trying to make sure.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not disparaging this brother. I'm not hating on this brother in any way whatsoever. Who am I to judge anybody? But it seems like him and this woman possibly had an arrangement. I'm saying possibly, I'm saying allegedly. I don't know anything. I'm an idiot. And it looks like the arrangement, for some odd reason that we're going to find out about, isn't going down the way in which it was planned out to. I could be wrong. Drop a comment. Let me know if you think that's what's happening here. I don't know.
You know, everything is cool.
Mm-hmm. So we're just trying to figure out
what happened
here in the lobby. Yeah.
I didn't call y'all, so I can't tell
but
y'all.
You were
everything.
involved. Right?
I'm not involved unless I did something.
That's interesting. Technically correct. He said, I didn't call you guys, so I can't tell you what happened. Hold on one second. Babe, I got a question for you. Take 5 seconds to listen to this. The police are interviewing this man. There was a disturbance at a hotel. The police are just trying to find out what his relationship to this woman who caused the disturbance is.
We used against a person. You know what I mean? I'm not no goofy, so
he is pushing and pulling to not give a statement. Was that sound like, could that fly?
I mean, this looks like he's pleading the fifth.
Bingo! Okay, so
you don't have to answer any questions from police officers.
You don't have to
answer
answer
any Miranda rights if he's not being arrested for anything.
Wow.
He's not being told that, hey, you're being arrested for the charge or whatever, and you're beginning to read the Miranda rights.
Yeah.
And even then, you still don't got to say nothing. Am I in trouble, officer? Do I need to call my attorney?
All right, thank you.
get what I'm saying?
But you are...
I don't want to make it difficult.
No, I understand.
You know
But who is the female to you then that caused all this?
So the female isn't any relationship. You know what I mean? But I don't want to speak too heavily on stuff because I don't want nobody arrested. I don't want to go. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I appreciate it, what he's doing. Appreciate what this man is doing. He's trying to go on about his business and not get anyone in trouble. And I hate to say it because I haven't seen any more of the video than you guys have. If the shorty involved, if the young lady involved values her freedom, she too can go along with this storyline and just not say anything and everyone can disperse. Maybe somebody gets some kind of ordinance violation. Hey, destruction of private property, you got to pay for that pot. But I doubt that flower pot costs more than $500, so it's not like a felony. So he's setting up an alley-oop for everybody to just go on about their business. So let's see how this young lady handles it.
Trust me.
I'm 21. I'm not able to drive home. I'm all the way to Milwaukee and I'm drunk. And he got me here to fuck. I don't know what to do. I'm drunk as fuck.
What's your name?
I'm gonna Sierra.
Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. Okay. Okay. What I'm supposed to say right now? What am I supposed to say right now, Father's Winning Channel? What am I supposed to say? What did I tell you? Seems like they got some kind of situation shit going on, some kind of agreement going on for a meetup. She obviously is inebriated. Here we go.
I just started drinking. Yeah.
No accountability. I just turned 21. I just started drinking. I'm drunk. I can't drive home. It seems, and her body language is suggesting that he's the one who got her the alcohol. Now, no crime's been committed. It's not illegal to be drunk. It's not illegal to drink once you're 21 years old. But now we are using that age-old tactic of divert all responsibility to the guy. Don't let this happen to you guys. Be careful, depending on who you're dealing with. Here we go. Now she's crying. This grinds my gears. Because you guys know my story. This has been me inside a family court. Once they don't feel, and by they, I mean the woman, doesn't feel like she's being heard or understood, or she's losing her argument because it's terrible. This is annoying. But here we go. Shout out to the DoubleTree. Every time I pass a DoubleTree, I'll pull over and go inside the lobby and ask for cookies. And they pretty much never ask me, are you staying here? They just give me 2 cookies. I appreciate there have been broke times in my younger life where I literally had no money to eat. And I would pull up to a DoubleTree and get 2-3 cookies and a cup of water. And that would sustain me until my next meal because I had such little money and I couldn't just go buy some McDonald's or something. So I know that is random, but shout out to the DoubleTree. Thank you guys. You fed me when I was dirt poor. Thank you.
I didn't want to no more. You don't want to believe him over me, bro. I'm not even from Milwaukee, bro. The last time I was, bro. You think I'm gonna, bro? I know y'all watch the Packer games, bro. Do y'all think I'm gonna this after, bro? Like what the?
Okay. Whoa. A lot of information. What am I getting from this? My body has rendezvoused with a professional athlete. This guy is not a professional athlete, or this guy is not a starter. I don't know what this guy's title is, but she's ultimately collapsing her argument altogether because now she's saying, hey, my 21-year-old self has been sexually engaged with, and we don't know if it's true or not, but she's saying I've been sexually engaged with men of a different tier. And I told this guy, maybe she found out he wasn't a football player or something. Maybe he's got close proximity to football players and he led on to being that way. And maybe she put him to the DoubleTree and she was like, well, I've had intercourse in much fancier establishments than this. I don't think you are who you say you are. I no longer want to engage in activity. And then all of a sudden, she started tearing up the place. So naturally, the employees of the hotel called the police, and naturally the police came. The guy's trying to keep it player. He's trying to keep it very copacetic and smooth. They could have both just left. I don't think anybody's going anywhere now because of this. Also, maybe the police are going to think, is she a prostitute? Was money exchanged for fornication? Because that's illegal in most states. I don't know. But it looked like she opened up a can of worms. This is insane.
And that little ass died, bro. I to listen. Bro. No. Can we start? Can we start fresh? Just arrest me. Can we start fresh?
Okay, okay. Let's stop there. Like psychologically, that's very deep. The last guy I slept with was an NFL star. This is not fair. Whoa, young lady. I believe her name is Sierra. Sierra, whoa. You think because you qualified to have intercourse with an NFL star, that means you are excommunicated from the laws that govern the land that you live in? You think that excommunicates you from consequences and repercussions of bad decision making? That's crazy. Guys, this is a 21-year-old woman that she's alleged her age is 21. I know for my young guys, this is 70% of your dating pool nationwide, from Hawaii to Maine and everywhere in between, from Alaska to Florida. It's like, my goodness, fathers win. What do we as young guys do? And it's hard for me to encourage marriage because honestly, my generation of millennials, there was a lot of teenage pregnancy. I'm not gonna lie to you. And now that those children of the earliest millennials um, are getting up to the age of adulthood and dating, it seems like that good of a job wasn't done across the board with this next generation of young Americans. And what was before millennials? Generation X seems like the tail end of Generation X because all those people, their children are of the age now to start dating. It just doesn't seem like enough was put into this new generation of Americans where people value honesty and respect and partnership. And again, I mean, even the Bible tells you you don't have to get married to have a good life. But for 80% of people, it's built into you. You want it. But where do we send you young people to get it? This is what's waiting for you guys outside. We'll get more into that later.
So I don't know. So when I start getting that damn sort of personality, she get her drinking, whatever, I'm like, I cut her out.
Okay, first off, this guy's hilarious. I don't know if this guy's an actor, a stand-up comedian. He's just naturally funny. He's I don't know. I don't know. But that is a good alibi, to be honest with you. I got a glimpse of her personality, started noticing she was acting erratic while she was drinking. I cut her off from drinking, and I'm assuming he's then gonna say, and then she turned into this. That honestly that checks out because look at how she's acting. Let's see what the police say.
Nicely hit the bars. I'm like, nah, because, you switching up a little bit. You're starting to get violent. You're starting to curse a little much. It's too out on it. But you have to talk about different, like people and scenarios. And I was like, okay.
She was talking about different hookups that she had, guys. I'm willing to assume she was talking about the different hookups she had. And also, for all my dads out there and all my soon to be or one day to be dads, remind your daughters that sexual intercourse has a different weight on the psychology of a young woman than it does on a young man. A young guy can rendezvous with a bunch of women and make it out unscathed almost. A young woman, it's never going to work that way for her. There is some type of shift or change that chemically is literally going to happen in her brain if there are too many rendezvous with other people. And we have to do a better job of warning our daughters of this. The female mind and the male mind, they're just built differently. Let's see what
I
happens.
don't understand that you got 12 million, bro. Look at this, bro. He only mad because that girl started saying stuff, bro. When I stand like,
Boom, got it. This is the face of regret, y'all. That's what we're looking at. So she is vehemently upset, frustrated, disgusted, even that she's dealing with this peasant of a man because the last guy who she allowed to have sex with her is now worth an extra $12 million. And she thinks that that means she qualifies to be at that level of society because her vagina opened the door to allegedly have fornication with a guy who is now worth another $12 million. She's not saying, hey, I know how to build a semiconductor. I know how to fix a modem. I know how to operate a professional cinematography level camera, and I can produce a television docu-series. I can write a screenplay. I can repair a car. I know how to paint a house. I'm a wonderful homemaker. I can bake. I can cook. I can sew. I can do laundry. I'm wonderful with children. She's not saying any of that qualifies her to be in the tax bracket of people who get $12 million contracts. She's saying because I am decent looking enough to qualify to have sexual intercourse with people in this tax bracket, I deserve better than hanging out with this guy. And now she's crashing out. And now she's crashing out. This is a sick, demented culture that we live in now, guys, where people feel that they are obliged to a certain lifestyle just because they have a certain body part. Don't find yourself interacting with these types of people. I promise you it is easier than not to get caught up with this type of person. I tell you guys my horror stories all the time. But don't let this be you guys. Learn from this. Learn from this. You got to be playing enough to get chose with your mouth closed. Kevin, what does that mean? When you walk into a room, you have to have the spirit on you, the charisma on you, the personality, the intelligence on you, where people gravitate toward you. This is why your appearance is important. Brush your teeth, brush your hair, wash your face, put on some nice deodorant, spray on some cologne. I'm not going to sit here and say you got to go buy Creed and things like that. It doesn't take a lot of money to look your best, guys. Do 10 push-ups every night before bed. Do 10 push-ups every morning when you get up, and do 20 squats throughout the day. Walk 10,000 steps a day. If you can't do anything else, do that. Your posture is going to go up. Your shoulders are going to go up. You're going to have a little more muscle mass in your arms. You're going to feel a little more confident when you walk. I promise you guys. It doesn't take a lot. Let's see what this.
You go downstairs, everything's normal. And she walked over her inside. She said something to her about, would you man who has a girlfriend? I kept it real with you. Everything just casual. You know, we've been on that. Everything's cool. Consensual sex, everything. You feel? I say, you want to go to taco. I'm driving out college. We're going to go to the taco place. She got the acting weird. I'm like, okay.
Let me ask you straight up.
Okay, if my guy has a wife or a girlfriend, this is for you. Players mess up sometimes. I'm not in any way whatsoever encouraging this kind of behavior, but he's keeping it so player. He's keeping it so honest. I honestly like this guy, man. I'm rooting for him. I want good things to happen to this guy. I know that sounds ridiculous, but now he's owning up to it. He's being honest. Can't be mad at it, man. Try not to find yourself in a situation like this. All right, guys?
What happened with the plant?
Well, I just do. I ain't gonna lie. I can pay that. But I ain't gonna lie. Just because they're trying to put me out, but I feel like if I pay half, that's not fair to her to put me out, bro. That's not fair for her to tell me to get out all type of shit.
Were you mad at him or were you mad at the hotel?
Yes, we just came down. We wasn't even really arguing for real. She just told me to get out. I was like, my car parked outside, but I just drove an hour, but I paid half too. Like, that's not fair. Like, I am sorry for that plant. If y'all gonna arrest me for that plant, y'all just do it.
Came right back.
Okay, honestly, I think they both still have it out here. She's finally fessing up also. And shout out to Midwest Safety. This is a really well edited video. We appreciate you letting us review this. Fair use, YouTube, fair use. But she's fessing up to everything. Not trying to insinuate anything, but the person working the front desk does look like the type of person who's no nonsense, is gonna just kick you out. So I get it. She's now admitting that they both were going half on the hotel. So this does look like it was completely consensual and that prostitution isn't involved. So it looks like they can all walk away. Let's see what happens.
Through here, and I said, let's, you know, we're gonna come back. Well, I parked the car. She get the stuff. She get out of her car. I said, well, you can come upstairs. You can go to sleep. I said, because you drunk. I'm not gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be responsible for you. I want to make sure everything is, you know, straight or whatever.
I am sorry for doing that. Y'all can arrest me for
We
that.
appreciate that. We don't want to arrest you. We just want to figure out what happened. That's all we're trying to do.
I just hate that. Like always, bro. Like, what's the last thing to go through my phone and get this shit? I'm just being stupid. Like, I'm just being stupid. Clearly, that's all I.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't get any more stupid, you can go home. Maybe they'll let you sleep in the room, sleep on this couch in the lobby, get some water, get some coffee, sleep for at least 2 or 3 hours, and then go on about your business. Let's see what happens.
I'm doing it. I'm drunk. I can't even drive.
Sir, you have your ID on you? Let me take a look at that. Thank you.
But it's not even fair, bro. He asked me to come up here. Like, you don't see how. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. No. This not.
Okay. This now things are. I'm predicting here. Now things are going to take a change for the worse. The police were in control of the situation. A matter of fact, as a filmmaker, I'll tell you this little secret to movies: when you want to make somebody more powerful in the scene, make them stand up, and make the other person who's less powerful sit down. It already creates a dynamic where the person sitting down has to look up at the other person. So, in the presence of police, if you want to remain respectful and they're treating you cool and you want to keep that going, stay seated or stay where they can see your hands. Keep them as comfortable as possible. Why is she standing up? And why is she now all of a sudden saying that's not fair? What's not fair? I think she's feeling as if the guy is getting off. And this is another thing that my young guys, you got to understand. A woman allowing you to enter her body is very intimate, of course. And she might feel like you owe her more than you think you do because she allowed you or she was going to allow you. So I think things are now going to take a turn for the worse because all of a sudden, even though she admitted she was being stupid and she made a huge careless decision in driving an hour away from home, I think she's going to crash out. Just my prediction.
Not fair, bro. This week after get it, bro. He just me Amy. This week after get it, bro. He just
Did I call it or did I call it? But whoa. So I guess intercourse did happen.
Sit back down.
like you see how he's
Sit back down. We're not doing that. Stay seated.
That's not even fair. I hate white like you. Oh. How far is this thinking gonna be? Is he trying to put his hand on me?
So we're still trying to figure out what happened, right?
This is just trying to put his hands on me.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. She could be psycho. She could be schizophrenic. She could be having a nervous breakdown. She could just be drunk. She could be, I mean, look at her eyes, guys. Look at her eyes. There is a look that a woman can give you to let you know that she is no fool and that she will kill your character in the court of law, in the presence of police, or physically if you cross her or don't give her what she wants. I want you to examine her eyes. I'm not being facetious when I say this. This is the look of that woman that you need to be very careful of. Is it attractive? Is it alluring? Duh. That's why over thousands of years, the female human eye has evolved to be able to look like this. This is why things like eyelashes and mascara are popular because they bring attention to the eyes. She is piercing through your soul with those eyes. It can make you feel like $1 million, but it can also remind you that this is a viper who will sink her teeth into you.
He's trying to put his hands on me. Stop. He just touched my coochie. I promise you, he just touched my. He just touched my coochie. No, you know. I have to video of me pushing my coochie.
All right, stop moving. Stop moving. Just roll towards us.
Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
This was extremely evolved.
All right, you're purposely not rolling.
You're not rolling me over.
Here, take this. Jackson, go to our feet. One, we're gonna roll towards Jake. 1, 2, 3. Sit up. All right.
1, 2, 3. Go that way.
Put his hands on me and everything. I swear to God, I hate being a black.
Shout out to them DoubleTree cookies. Okay, now we're using the race card. Guys, It's no secret. I'm black. I'm a proud black man. I love my people. I love us. This is one of those situations where this is using the race card as a victim card, and it's not going to fly. Unnecessary. This is why you got to spend so much time with the woman before you dedicate your rest of your life with her. Because in 24 months, someone's true character will rear its ugly head. Somebody can pretend for 6 months. They can pretend for a year. They can pretend for a year and a half. Anything over 2 years, it's going to be very hard to pretend that you're something that you're not. Do be careful, guys. I know every now and then you just want a easy rendezvous, just a layup. You just want to chill. You're single, you're out in the world. I get it. But you got to be careful of who you're allowing in your space, guys, because you don't know what the next woman has been through or what kind of demons are in that woman's spirit.
FEMA was throwing you all types of said a white police officers believe anything, girl. Can I call my baby to at least get picked up?
Sure.
Thank you.
Can I call my baby to get picked up? I don't know if she means she has a child and the child needs to get picked up, or if she means a boyfriend, a handler. I don't know.
Your foot, please.
Can you get my phone, please?
Yeah, I'll grab your phone. We're not stealing your phone.
And now she's still crying and saying things like please, because she's going in and out of that baby Fendi speaking voice. I want you guys to look that up. What is the baby Fendi speaking voice? But it's when a woman uses this polite, usually a Midwestern twang to insinuate empathy, sympathy. And it's just odd how it's some cultures use it more than others, but it's just odd how she has turned it on and off. I think this is more than just being drunk.
Phone. I promise. We're not stealing your phone.
Doing it in college, bro. No.
Grab your.
Shut the door. I'm just interested now in what they say to the guy. I'm done with her. I don't even want to see any of her anymore. That's a mess.
Spit guard and just have it ready in case.
Was anything damaged or was a mess?
Oh, this is broken.
It is broken. Okay.
And she also broke a glass over there. So
Okay.
Where's the glass?
all over
What was it from?
was just a cup. It had flour in it, and then she broke the flour out and she broke the cup.
Was it like in the lobby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was sitting on top of that cup.
I was talking to her for a couple days, but I met her here. She drove from, well, I don't stay here. I met her here. You feel me? At first, I went into the company.
Online.
Yeah.
Online at your
Back here.
went downtown.
Yeah, the most we went was from right here upstairs, straight downtown, right back here to see you guys.
His story checks out, to be honest with you. Everything checks out. I'm pretty sure they're going to just let this guy walk away. I mean, it seems to me from my investigation, my very humble investigation of just watching the video, like he committed no crime.
That's it.
Consensual sex.
Video.
What time? Give or take.
We're just covering everything, man.
You gotta cover all bases.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't no goofy. You know, everything is in there, video and everything. So this probably around.
Hang on to that. Okay, we're not going to take it now, but
Nah, for
in
sure.
case she does come back and say,
I can email it to y'all. I know I got everything in here.
So he did due diligence. He documented everything. It seems like he documented screenshots of them having a conversation, of them agreeing to a consensual link up, of maybe, I don't know if he was insinuating imagery of them in the act. I don't even know if that's legal in his jurisdiction, but nonetheless, he's pretty much telling the police, I can prove that this was completely consensual. She came here on her own recognizance. There is no trafficking here. There is no her being held against her own will. There's no abuse. But she is just going on a tear because she doesn't think it's fair. So we're gonna wrap it up here because she's booked. She's going to jail. That's it. Guys, do be careful in life. Honestly, do be careful. It is crazy out here. And I just want all of my young guys out there to know that life is not black or white. It's gray. It's very messy. But if you conduct yourself accordingly, okay, don't be mad at me, but I'm going to say it. If you just read the Bible and conduct yourself according to all the basic instructions before leaving Earth, aka the Bible, you'll live a great life. You'll live a great life. Are you gonna fall off the tracks? Duh. It says in the Bible, utterly young men surely will fall. You're going to mess up every now and then, but just try to stay on that path. All right, guys, do be careful. Ask God for some discernment in the woman that you decide to date and who you're dealing with. I've had situations where I've hopped on a flight, taken a trip to go meet up with a young lady before I met my new beautiful, gorgeous wife. Taking a trip out of state to go meet someone, and it's dangerous. I'm not gonna, but it's thrilling. It's exciting. I'm not gonna lie to you, but be careful. Be careful. Do a very good job of vetting people, and then document. Again, I'm not talking about anything dealing with in the act of intercourse. I'm not talking about document that by recording it. That's illegal in a lot of jurisdictions. Okay. What I am talking about is, document that you guys both agreed to meet somewhere. Document how you guys both met. Document that you guys are having conversation with each other. Be able to protect yourself because you never know when it might go bad. Whew, we covered a lot of ground here, guys. I will catch you on the next episode of Father's Win. Peace.
Baby mama, why is she always lying? For real. Why you always lying? Why? Oh my God, stop freaking lying. Why you lying?